He blocked me. What a f***ing loser.
I was asked my opinion on this account. I think the content is inappropriate.
One of the biggest issues that TikTok has faced is the hypersexualization of its youngest users.
The platforms need to do something.
The difference with TikTok is that it encourages you to perform for the camera. And what that means is we're seeing young users do inappropriate things to try and get a huge following.
My daughter tries to wear a bathing suit and that's a freaking problem?
Hey girlie, so...
That has resulted in a groundswell of older creators questioning the kind of content that these kids are putting out there in the world.
She is describing how to, quote unquote, stretch your cat.
Where are your parents? Where are your guardians?
Society, this is not okay. This is nuts.
They are highlighting what they view as problematic content and calling not only the creators out for making it, but calling TikTok out for not enforcing its community guidelines and banning this type of content.
Call me a prude, call me a Karen, I don't give a It's twisted, it's sick, and it's wrong.
Yeah, with Joey. Oh, no, but I'm looking for and now I only see female.
Hey Rosalie, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. Everybody's just in the room right now, so I hope you don't mind.
Yeah, no, that's cool, whatever works.
So this is apparently what happened.
Jenny Popach is probably one of the most successful teen creators on TikTok.
Hi guys, get ready with me for Halloween.
Her real name is Rosalie Aratola. She just turned 16 and she has almost 7 million followers. She gained a huge following on Musical.ly from the age of 10, carried that following through to TikTok, and now she had the ability to expand to an even wider audience. She's receiving video views from 300,000 to 4.5 million on a daily basis. Glad you didn't tidy up for us. This is Rosalie in her natural state.
I debated on really cleaning, but I was like, let's be natural here. Okay. One of the things with social media, it's like you see the number, but if you were really to see all these people in front of you, you'd really understand how many people, the amount of people that are watching you. It's definitely satisfying to see that your creation is getting views, it's getting likes, it's getting engagement and comments, because you work it's like somebody making a movie and they put it out and it gets amazing reviews and it's forever an iconic movie. Same thing with videos and content creating on TikTok and all social media platforms. It's like the likes and the views and all of that are just the product. You just see the outcome like that.
Presently in the hype house right now. The OG hype house.
Rosalie and her mother really wanted her to become famous, so they did everything they could to get her there.
Stay tuned. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna have amazing content.
Even at the age of 13, they flew out to the original Hype House, where a bunch of teenage creators film content and try and grow their followings.
Our new junior Hype House is gonna be me!
They sneaked into the house, recorded videos, and of course, they went viral.
I had a fish here on an automatic feeder, and the fish tank is now next to the toilet with no fish in it, so...
I'm really sorry if I unknowingly, invaded your guys' privacies. That was never my intention.
She hit over 1 million followers amid that controversy, and that taught her something. It taught her to lean into that bad girl persona, to post content that was going to be controversial, and that she'd get rewarded for that behavior by TikTok placing her on its For You page and putting her out there on this global stage to 1 billion users. So tell me, what has been your most popular outfit that you've worn that people on TikTok have loved?
My Skims. Everybody always loves when I wear the Skims. I have a Skims onesie. It was a Christmas onesie, and I got 3.4 million likes in that one.
Wow.
It fits like a glove.
By the age of 15, Rosalie was getting a number of brand deals
Jacket it with another empty set of haul.
with fashion companies like Shein, Pretty Little Thing, or Fashion Nova. They would send her clothes and they would pay her to wear those clothes in the posts to try and get her followers to buy them.
Hi, you guys. I just got some clothes from Runway, and
She had become a bona fide influencer, and she was leaning into that influencer marketing world where you can make quite a lot of money from brand deals on TikTok.
The content that does the best for me, I feel like, is spontaneous. Those are always great, or shock value.
Hi guys, so as you may know, I am an active user.
Those are very interesting, because if you have something crazy going on in your video, it's going to get more replays, more rewatches, and that just makes it skyrocket. Make sure something shocking is happening that people will just be like, wait, let me take a double take, and want to put their input and opinion, and want to send it to their friends, and want everybody else to see it.
One of the great mysteries of TikTok is how its algorithm works. How does it decide what content to promote on the platform? In a document called Algo 101, the company outlines how its algorithm works. The equation is the company saying the most valuable content to TikTok is that which is going to result in audience engagement. And that's the type of content that Rosalie Aratola is making. She just is a teenage girl dancing on TikTok. But when you dive into her account, it's caused many people to ask, is this what kids should be doing online now?
It's insanity to me that this is like a normalized thing, that we're taking 12, 13, 14-year-olds, dressing them into almost nothing and making them famous. And nobody seems to bat a f***ing eye.
People just, when they realize my age, they're in this shock or disbelief that I'm so young, and they're like, why are you posting things like that? Why are you dancing on TikTok? Why are you dancing in crop tops? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Just why are you doing you at 16? And the funny thing is because you could go to a school, a public school, and you'd probably find a million other 16-year-olds just like me that are wearing the same clothing as me, that are doing their makeup just like me, everything just like I am. I'm doing what every other 16-year-old girl is doing. I'm just being viewed by a lot of people, and people think that that's dangerous, I guess. Why should I not be doing something that is so kid-friendly and so normal to teenagers because the weirdo in the corner is watching me with provocative thoughts? Why should we leave? They should be the ones, filtered out.
Hey girlies, so I wanted to give you guys a follow-up video on Jenny Popach. It's about 3 months since I last talked about her, and her original TikTok page was banned for a second time.
The most severe action that TikTok can take against a creator is to deactivate an account. We've seen Rosalie Aratola's account deactivated twice and reactivated twice. This is just kind of goes to show how much of a problem child she is for TikTok. When it comes to the issue of hypersexuality of minors on the app, TikTok takes the view that it cannot look at this content through the prism of the predatory male gaze. It wants to see the video through the perspective of the creator who made it. And what that means is that TikTok has an if in doubt, leave it up mantra. This has really helped Rosalie Aratola because it means that content she's made that some may say is inappropriate, that's allowed to stay up because she has so many followers and she's created such a name for herself on the app. So why do you think you were lucky enough to get your account back?
I mean, I have 6.7 million, so it's how can you just deactivate somebody's account like that has worked so hard to and dedicated like a lot of their time to your app. And also I think that since it happened once before, they're like, oh, well, she's been banned once before. Like, it wasn't a big deal the first time. This is just like a misconception again, a misunderstanding. Let's restore it again.
I think one of the biggest questions for people who follow accounts like the Jenny Popach account is, where are the parents? Do the parents allow her to behave this way? Are they watching what she's posting? The answer is yes. Her parents are often seen in her videos with her, and that has resulted in even more questions. Her father, George Aratola, sometimes appears in her posts. He can be seen picking her up and carrying her out of the frame. Do you find it strange that 7 million people follow Rosalie?
Yeah, I do. To a certain extent, yeah, I do. I could understand how I could see a lot of children, maybe her age and even younger, who want to aspire to do the same things. It's just a whole new world. I didn't grow up like that. For us, social media was lunchtime. But yeah, you know, I just gotta take care of my baby girl.
Why do you think she's become so successful so quickly?
Because she wants it.
Yeah.
She wants it. You know, she's been manifesting it. It was like in the stars for her or something, you know?
I'm literally a normal 15-year-old girl just going through life on social media, on the internet. I guess some people like to speculate things when your parents are involved. This must be a ploy to get money. They must be exploiting you. When in reality, I just have two loving and caring parents who support the career path I want to take with my life.
To become an influencer is one of the most sought-after professions for kids these days. They want to reach that level of fame online. They see influencers with millions of followers and want that lifestyle. What this has resulted in is teen talk, or teenagers on TikTok, devoting huge amounts of time to build their following and make high-quality posts that are going to hit that For You page has kind of become an industry in and of itself. The global influencer market was valued at $13.8 billion in 2021. This is huge money. Teenage TikTok is big business.
Did you finish Stranger Things?
Yeah.
You did, huh?
I did a TikTok about it.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Like, look.
Who the hell's that?
That's
Dressed like
me.
that? Oh, that's like a remix, huh?
They sped it up.
You're so pretty. Oh, superstar.
Since I work so hard for my money on TikTok.
What do you want to do with it? Here's
I kind of just want to save it and I guess get a cheap car and maybe do that stock thing, because could I lose money with the stock thing?
I don't see Amazon going lower than what it is now. It's just going to go back up. Everybody shops on Amazon. What I'm saying is I don't think you should be spending like $15,000, $20,000 on a car.
I want to go buy a car, Papa.
Really? So that what? It sits in front of the house because you don't even have a driver's license.
Okay, but when I turn 16, like, I'm like, Papa, I'm leaving in the car.
Yeah, you know what I'll say after that? Shotgun.
I'm coming with you. I'm coming with you.
Shotgun.
Shotgun.
With the shotgun.
Oh my gosh, Papa.
There are a lot of safety concerns with having kids, you know, as young as 10, 11, 12, 13, all the way to 15, having millions of people following them online. We've seen cases where there has actually been a real physical danger or risk. Not only does it open them up to potential stalking issues or receiving adult X-rated content from people they don't know, it also creates a world where their content is being viewed as child sexual abuse material.
It's stressful at times. Not only do I worry about her just being my little girl, now I worry about her being my little girl who's on a platform where there's millions of people who are watching her. But if what she does can help her be a better person, can make her money, that she could put herself through college or better herself as an adult in the future, then I don't see a parent who wouldn't want that for their child, or who wouldn't try to support it and protect them as much as they could.
At TikTok, we want to create an environment where positivity and creativity can thrive.
The team that has to handle minor safety issues inside TikTok is called Trust and Safety.
We use a combination of innovative technology and thousands of safety experts based around the world.
It has about 40,000 human moderators around the world that are viewing TikTok content and deciding on a daily basis what to take down and what can stay up.
Now, for a quick tour of our guidelines. Our commitment to the community starts with our policies.
What the Trust and Safety team does is it writes policies to try and ensure that danger is reduced on the app and that the children who use the app are safe.
We expect everyone to adhere to this code of conduct. And
in the guidelines, it says minors cannot be seen to be undressing, cannot be seen to be dancing in a sexualized way. But a lot of creators feel as though they see a lot of teenagers doing exactly that.
For those who don't know, that's Jenny Popach. Every single one of her videos violate TikTok's adult nudity and sexual activity guidelines.
This is like just disgusting. Children should not be allowed to do stuff like this on this platform.
The Jenny Popach account has caught the eye of a number of watchdog creators or vigilantes who highlight child exploitation.
If it was my sis, when she was 15, that predator would have his whole existence erased off the face of the earth.
They are using her content to raise awareness of just how problematic the influencer world has become.
No kid should be doing the type of stuff this little one is doing.
That teenagers, parents, and children are doing things online that maybe they shouldn't, or that maybe one day they'll grow to regret.
When you share your children on these public platforms, you are allowing the worst of society access to your child's image and video and information. And that's scary. So safety is a big concern, but also the element of privacy. It is an invasion of children's privacy to be exposing their daily life and their daily existence as content and as entertainment for strangers on the internet.
Sarah Adams is a stay-at-home mum based in Vancouver. She runs a TikTok account called Mum Uncharted, and she regularly highlights content that she describes as child exploitation. Her entire account is about calling TikTok out for allowing this kind of content on the app.
I see grown adult men commenting and liking the photos of little girls.
She started looking at Jenny's posts, and I think initially she just thought that this was just another teenage girl. But the more she watched, she realized this is actually quite problematic. And there was one post in particular that she took issue with.
I was reaching out to my community to ask, am I missing something? Have we skipped forward from 13 to 21? This feels very new and uncomfortable for me. Am I alone in this?
So yesterday I posted a video from this creator. And it got this. I got reported for minor safety.
One thing I don't want is it ever to be an attack. And I can understand how it is exciting and validating to receive all of this attention online, but just to let them know that they are so much more than that sexualized creator they are on these platforms, and they are more than their body.
We're gonna do the baby's hair. We haven't done a video like this in a while, huh?
When Sarah first started using TikTok, she was really targeting the mummy run accounts. That's accounts where parents are posting the daily lives of their kids. And Sarah believes that that is actually akin to child exploitation.
Little girls make big news in Long Beach, California. They're having a beauty parade, 100 of them between the ages of 4 and 6, competing for the title Miss California Junior.
The idea of pageant mums or dance mums has existed for decades. We've seen parents push their kids in these ways for a really long time.
She's got a lot. She is tops of all the tiny tots.
The difference with social media is that it's amplified the ability to do that. Now you can do it from the luxury of your own home, wherever you're based. And that allure of fame is leading a lot of parents to post content about their kids online to try and grow these followings.
At no point is it appropriate to film your 13-year-old daughter in a bathing suit, having an outdoor shower in slow-mo, and post it publicly on the internet. What are these garbage parents thinking?
I have realized that there are a lot of parents who aren't protecting their own children online. So if parents aren't going to protect their own children, society, individuals like myself and creators I work alongside have to step up and say enough is enough. And hopefully our voices get so loud that these companies hear us and the brands who are supporting this content hear us, and the other adults who are consuming the content think long and hard about what they are consuming and maybe hit that unfollow button.
Hi everyone, this is Steve. Steve is here to validate my point that the majority of men who are in my comments calling me a Karen and telling me to mind my own business because I brought up minor safety on this app are indeed the ones following minors on this app. They don't want their content to go away. So thanks for proving my point, Steve. You are gross.
I honestly don't know how these platforms are managing on the back end, because if what I am seeing on my side is worrisome and that's getting through the cracks, what isn't making it on there? That's the one I was telling you about.
It's hard to tell how old she is.
Yeah, because they're no longer 13 to 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
They are gone.
Yeah.
All of them look 18 plus.
When talking to trust and safety insiders at TikTok, content moderation is defined as an impossible task. If we just look at the first 3 months of this year, TikTok removed over 100 million videos. But that's only 1% of the content that was uploaded in that same period. 10 billion videos were uploaded in that same 3 months. They're continuously struggling with dialing up content moderation and dialing it back down. If they turn it up as high as it can go, they're accused of over-censoring. If they dial it all the way back and allow anything on the app, they're accused of not protecting children.
Would you,
I don't know.
Joe,
I might do tomorrow.
would you wear this one?
I'll try it on.
And then I wanted you to wear like I have like an army dress.
Me?
Yeah, but I don't know if you
Is
want
this for
to.
your TikTok or mine?
Yours.
Mine?
Yes, yours. Yeah, please.
Rosalie's mum Maria is the true mastermind behind the Jenny Popach account. She's encouraged Rosalie to create this online persona. She encourages her to lean into shock value content. And sometimes Maria is actually in the videos alongside Jenny, dancing just as suggestively as her daughter.
My mom is the girl. She's my mom, my best friend, my sister, everything, my partner in this. And so she basically gives me my ideas. If I don't have any, she'll give me a type of video to make.
1, 2, ready, go.
Sometimes she even buys my outfit, and she's the one that takes me to film most of my videos.
have a different clothes on.
Most of my videos that I've done with my mother are my most shocking videos. 3, 2, go.
Yo, here you go.
Okay, jump up.
I just have it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I always knew that I'd be famous one day. I didn't know when, but I just knew. And so I've aspired to be that my whole life. We love the attention. I've always loved that. I think I'd take fame over money any day. Jenny's niche on TikTok would be basically just dancing and doing the dancing trends. But then, like, that gets a little boring after a while because nobody wants to just continuously see this. So we have to switch it up at times. So we post videos on TikTok that contain shock value to attract viewers and to attract attention. But as far as being inappropriate, I mean, there has to be some sort of shock value to a video in order for it to go viral to a certain extent. So we know what we're doing. I think people take things the wrong way, you know what I mean? But do I think her videos are inappropriate? Maybe a couple of them might have been inappropriate, but as far as her whole content, no.
Jenny posts a lot of risque content that would get somebody my age, 20 years old, banned from the app. But no, when kids do it, it's completely okay.
One of the ways to become really successful on TikTok is to post content so controversial that it's going to result in people criticizing you or attacking you or calling out your posts, and that actually ends up boosting them.
This girl is 100% being exploited by her mom, and it's the most disgusting thing you've ever seen.
What's so cringy about Jenny Popach?
When other creators have criticized Rosalie Aratola for her content, her mother Maria is very defensive of her daughter, and she comes after these creators to try and shut them down.
I have your address. I will literally go to your house, okay? You don't think I will? I will go to your house.
I'm not a troublemaker. I don't make trouble. But when you bring it to me, you know, that's it. When you talk about my daughter, it's like you're talking about me. Like, whatever you say about her is affecting me 10 times worse. And I know people have to create drama and say things that are not true in order to get those views. But come on, at my expense, at my daughter's expense, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Why can't it just be positive?
How many more of these cases will it take for it to finally come to an end? The fact that so many children are being exploited for fame and money by their own family, by their own parents. When is it ever going to end? Now,
I think that she's just seeing what everybody else sees on social media, and like the whole help thing, I've explained to many people I was never asking for help.
This is ridiculous. She only made videos because she just saw the other guy's video.
Yeah,
and
everybody's
like, let me
jumping
just
on
make
the
a video
trend to make videos.
so I can get views.
Yeah, to jump on the trend of making a video about Jenny Popach because that's what everybody else is doing right now.
But exploiting. Here's another one. And
Who is this?
All these moms.
I said that about the moms, the stupid idiot moms.
40, 50-year-old mothers. Mad. Why? Because why? Because their husbands are perverts. Right? They're probably watching you.
I probably.
It's not our fault. What's wrong with this family?
What is wrong with this family? Why are they rich and poor at the same time? Family getting along equals everyone confused. Something's off. You can tell she was forced to do that last part. Are they abusing you? Are you okay? I feel like it's a trafficking situation.
A traffic?
When I'm literally standing in the living room doing a TikTok.
Yeah.
I'll be over this in like an hour.
There's been times where she doesn't want to do a video, and yeah, I'll be like, well, I have this great idea, and I don't want it to be a waste. So she'll do the video, and then of course, since she didn't want to do the video, you could tell in the video she didn't want to do it. So they may take that one video and be like, oh well, her mom made her do that, and then it's a domino effect. But it's not an exploitation. And it just kills me inside to think that people think that of me.
So I'm down the rabbit hole of these mummy ran accounts again. So
We've seen an increasing number of creators highlighting the dark side of influencer culture, highlighting the problems of having children online. But what we don't know is what the long-term impacts of that is going to be. And this is going to be a problem that TikTok is going to have to face in coming years. This issue isn't going to go away, it's only going to get worse. And I don't envy TikTok's trust and safety team. They are stuck in the middle of this tug of war. Have you found any particular accounts that you find really concerning that have been shut down?
The ones that have been shut down always come back. Right. Always come back. I haven't seen any extremely large accounts be banned and stay banned.
Why do you think that is?
I think accounts of that magnitude and popularity make the app money. It's good for the app. Shock value, controversy, trending topics, you know? Single account on TikTok is making national news. That's good for the platform.
What about for the kids?
It's going to be tough on the kids.
Yeah.
Girls that are my age, 15, 16, maybe even 14, I hope that they can just look at my videos and feel like they can be like that too, without feeling bad about it, because a lot of people put, you know, negativity on the way I am, and I hope that they see me ignoring that and me still doing me and ignoring the negativity and are like, well, if she doesn't care and if she's okay, then maybe I can, and are just influenced by that. A role model.
Everyone, it's my birthday.